Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletarian. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 Archstones will connect them to another.
Hello everyone, I am Hunter SC. This is going to be a new game, a new series, a new video here for everyone. I have been wanting to do Demon Souls content forever. I'm like a master of this game, I definitely would say, and I think with the PC version of Dark Souls just looming on the horizon, it would be a good time to fit some Demon Souls content in. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Where else can you start but World 1, Level 1. We're going to be clearing this out in this episode. I'm going to be doing one zone per episode. So I suppose that'll make for like, what, 12 or so? 15 maybe shows? I don't know. We'll have to see. It's not important right now. The important part is taking in this amazing game. We're going to start with a small intro clip that we can just watch right now. Introducing Boletarian Palace and the dragons that guard it. He's looking at us with a puzzled look there, but he takes off. He's going to be on his way. Don't worry. He will be back. We will encounter him again. He's more than happy to torment us on more than one occasion. Here we are, starting off the game. I'm really excited to get into it with you guys. I've been playing a lot of Demon Souls lately, and I want to share it with you guys. So we just grabbed some quick grass, there behind where you spawn. I've taken off some of my armor just so I can move quickly, roll quickly, and regen my stamina faster. You'll see that I'm ignoring these guys. I mean, I'm going to be playing this playthrough at my pace, which is a lot faster than most players for sure, just given how much experience I have with the game. I've played it a ton, and I have so much to share with you guys. So, yeah, why don't we start by just eliminating these guys? We'll talk a little bit about the build that I chose. Well, not even the build, but the starting class more so. The build is very much to be determined, and the build will mostly be just me using whatever the hell I want. Any weapons, all different weapon types. But for now, we're using this halberd, and you've actually been able to see already the great range that we actually have with it. It pokes very far. You saw me a second ago hit like 4 or more enemies with one swipe. So those guys, I guess, finally caught up to us, and we'll start making our way through this zone. I'm the Temple Knight is what I chose. I don't know if that was actually my best bet. I was doing a classic knight a little earlier just to get kind of warmed up. But this Temple Knight's good. I mean, you got some miracles that you can use right away, which is helpful. I mean, we've got heal, but then again, in Demon Souls, you've got pretty much unlimited weeds to be eating, so you can be munching on that grass all the time, and there's no limit. You don't have to rest at a bonfire and refill them. It's quite a different system. I'm sure that during these playthroughs, I will reference Dark Souls plenty. Not that that's necessarily a good thing, you know, we're playing Demon Souls, we should be talking Demon Souls, but there are so many parallels to be made, and interesting comparisons. That's a mail breaker I just grabbed. There are so many of those. I'm sure I'll accidentally pick up a few more. You do actually need to keep in mind your not just your equipment burden, which, you know, I've managed to reduce by taking off some of my stuff, my armor I took off, and I took off my helmet. But you have item burden as well in this game. So if you pick up too much stuff, yeah, eventually you can't move and you can't pick up anything else. In Dark Souls, it's completely unlimited. Anyways, that item burden has actually come to screw me over so horribly earlier tonight. I really do want to tell this story, and I guess I'm going to, just because, well, we kind of have some downtime here. I mean, I'm killing off, monsters as we go, but at the same time, we should be going pretty smoothly for the next few minutes. So anyways, with this item burden crap, I was playing in 4-1, which is, fourth world, first level. A whole bunch of, there's about 5 skeletons right at the beginning, the ones that roll into you and bash you, and there's some archers and whatnot. What I really wanted was to get the Adjudicator shield, which is like in the middle of 4-1, about halfway through the level. And I died quite a few times trying to get there. I was getting kind of frustrated. And then eventually, avoiding this cannonball here, there's actually treasure down there too. There's a bastard sword right there. I don't want it. I'm not going to use it. We've got other weapons in mind. But when I finally made it to the treasure, like this, it's such an absurd thing that happened. I finally get to my Adjudicator shield. I pick it up, and, well, I'll add that it's guarded by black skeletons wielding double swords, plenty of other skeletons, but I didn't care about my souls, I didn't care about anything, I just wanted the shield. So I ran to the treasure, I knew it was the shield, I picked it up, and it prompts me, you are overburdened, you can't carry this. Immediately after I get killed by the, very monsters I ran and rolled by, those skeletons there kill me off right away, and when I go back to retrieve the shield, it's gone because I already triggered the treasure, but I couldn't physically pick it up, and I can no longer get that shield at all on the other character. I'm lucky this controller's still intact, to be honest. I just came over here to show you guys a red knight that's all the way across the yard there, across this bridge, whatever. I don't want to get any closer, or I will aggro him, and he will assuredly kill me off. I wanted to just point him out. He actually guards the, I don't know if it's a church or a mausoleum or what, but it's where old King Doran resides. You can actually only get in there later when you get a key that's like in 1.3 or 1.4, which is, certainly some of the later zones. So yeah, once you get that key, you can fight off Doran. He gives you some sick armor and an amazing sword if you can kill him off both times. That is one encounter that I actually never did legitimately. He's very, very difficult on his second phase. So you can drop down there for some more treasure. I think it might just be like a projectile type, like crossbow maybe. I didn't remember last time I got there, but I remember hopping down and kind of being disappointed, so maybe we won't bother with that. Instead, we're going to head down here. Watch carefully as, if a fire weapon makes contact with the TNT barrels, they're very explosive. If a regular weapon or a roll or anything like that makes contact, they will simply break. They won't, burst into flames. Okay. You can actually just look down here. Attached to the chain is one body that is now at the bottom. Same thing for this chain as well. So you're going to want to knock down both those. Well, I'll show you what items they are at the bottom. And even be careful as you're getting to the bottom here. This is like the checkpoint of the level. One of the first checkpoints. There's this shortcut and then a couple more. But anyways, ooh, shoot, you're going to want to be careful, man. Let's see if any of these guys will suicide. Nope. Oh, that guy did. One suicide jumper. Although he didn't actually die. The fall isn't that far. No, I thought I was dead. And when this happens, we take a look at our hit points. 220 out of just under 300. So we were looking at about, 7% health. Nearly dying. Would have been disastrous. But we're still kicking here. Okay, this guy's going to fall for like the 7th time. He does not have any... Ooh, high risk. Close call there. Now we'll pull in this lever here. And we can breathe a sigh of relief, because even if I die right now, we're pretty much right where... we've opened this shortcut, which helps us out tremendously. Cling Ring. Most important item in the game. You have more health when in soul form. So, pretty much everyone wears the Cling Ring in soul form. That's one benefit of being in human form. You're going to have your full health bar, and you free up a ring slot. Old Ragged set and some Old Spice. We're not going to use that armor. The Jade hair ornament, I just discovered its use half an hour ago. Once you have the Jade hair ornament, you can talk to Thomas, the stash spot guy. You can deposit your items with I don't remember his name, guys. We'll find out at the end of this video, I guess. Stockpile Thomas. That's what it is. So you engage in conversation with him a few times, and he'll ask you for the Jade hair ornament, and he gives you a very useful ring. Very useful. Would have been very handy during my adjudicator dilemma that we discussed earlier. Okay, so at this point, most people will actually just sort of head straight through here. And, if you're too hasty, we'll see what happens there. But instead, we're going to take the more interesting route for sure. And you can find a sweet spot there on the ledge that you can actually climb over. We'll grab first the Thief's Ring. So you can actually get the Thief's Ring here. And then if you kill off Patches, I would know, because, I had this altercation with him earlier today. I was trying to get the adjudicator shield that he was wearing. I didn't really remember. But you can get another Thief's Ring off Patches. Thief's Ring is actually very useful, and I'm wearing it now. It just makes you harder to see. So enemies won't... Oh, shoot. I gotta be careful here, actually. Enemies won't aggro from as far away. Okay. Really using the nice range of this halberd to, poke these guys out. I wish the halberd was even just upgraded +1, and it would, one-shot these guys instead of two-shotting them, so it would make quite a difference. But anyway, oh man, I was getting real worried for a second there. I had no idea that this guy had snuck up on us. But Ostrava, the brave knight that he is, leaps down after I've killed off all the Dreglings. At least he's gonna, contribute to this particular fight. As I'm just watching here, why don't we give him a hand? One nice backstab, two nice backstabs. Those will be good for one shot in these guys. And, we do need to talk to him.
I am Ostrava of Boletarian.
He introduces himself. He's like the, trademark poster boy kind of NPC for the game. He gives us the brass telescope. Provides us with a very nice zoom function. Heading over here, there's that sword. Not sure how to pronounce it. Shitmar, Sietmar. I have no clue. Oh, and me and Ostrava here. Just a nice beatdown on this Blue Knight. Now over in this direction, you can get some treasure, some upgrading shards. I don't need them. Okay, fine, they could be handy, but I don't want to deal with all the Dreglings down there right now. There's a ton of TNT barrels. It's not all that risky, but I would just prefer to make my way along. It's some Heartstone and Sharpstone shards, maybe 4 of each. But at the end of the day, that's only, worth a few thousand souls, and not actually worth it to me right now. So we've kind of ditched Ostrava. He actually won't follow you any further. I can just run from these guys, doing a little roll spam to get out of there without getting hit. So now we're back up. This is where, you know, we hop down that ledge. If you go the more conventional way, it will connect up here. And there's a merchant along that route as well. But he doesn't sell anything that I'm, you know, particularly in need of. I don't think so. Again, we'll just keep moving along here. We're going to have a bit of a staircase encounter with this guy. It'd be nice if I could use my shield. I'm not actually sure about my equipment burden, but taking a look at it there, it doesn't look like I'd actually have room for a shield. Now, I actually realized that you can push people in this game. In Dark Souls, you actually have a lot more moves at your disposal overall. The move sets for any given weapon, you just have a lot more options. You've got jumping attacks, you've got lunging attacks, you've got varied rolling moves as well, like backstep attacks. Oh, I suppose you have that in this game as well. Like a backstep attack. Okay, so I'm, you know, kind of mentioning these move sets, and I'll say that you do have some extra options in Dark Souls, but you still have quite the repertoire in this game as well. And that's what really sort of holds it together for me, I'll say, is just the very tight gameplay that, you know, we find in these Souls games. And that's what draws me to it. The tight fighting mechanics and the truly, like, unlimited number of ways to approach the game. All the weapons are so different. They've all got different moves. And then you've got all kinds of magics to deal with. Of course, much bigger multitude in Dark Souls, but still so much cool stuff to explore in this game. All the cool tendency events. There's so much I haven't even touched on at all. But we'll sort of take this one step at a time. I did want to do a little bit of tour guiding here, just showing you guys this large red dragon. Though, oh, that's not the one that was introduced to us at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. Like the one that swooped down at the beginning of this level, I thought he had more like a beard almost, you know, right below his chin. But this red dragon blowing fire at us doesn't actually resemble him, so I don't know. I'm a little confused. There's that red dragon. The purple dragon as well comes into play a little bit later in the game. Now, there are some really good items on that hill, namely the purple flame shield. I'll just actually real quickly run over here and grab some treasure. Of course, staying close to the ledge here, it makes it pretty easy for us to grab this. I'm not even sure what it is. Okay, those actually come in handy. Archstone shards let you go back to the Nexus without losing your souls, so that's just like a convenience thing. There's something else to grab over there too, but you know, nothing quite as exciting. Still lots of stuff on the hill. Purple flame shield. I'm not sure which one it is, but yeah, I'll actually point out right now because it's, you know, pertinent. If you shift the world tendency to pure white, both of these guys disappear from here and you're free to grab all that loot. So you can shift it to pure white. If we kill off this boss and then kill off the boss in 1-2, and then maybe we'll have to kill off a dragon or something, that should shift the world tendency to white, as long as I don't die in this world in human form. Of course, we're in soul form right now. Okay, this is another trademark part of the game. You can actually see in the distance in a second, or just from right in front of us, actually. We've got this dragon here, so he's going to help us out a little bit and basically eliminate every enemy on the bridge. We'll just keep an eye on his sort of flight pattern and find a good time, hopefully, to sprint across. So this is his second pass here. Let's see if we've got a timing to run. Has he disappeared? Oh no, he's back. He's back for more. Well, surely then, after this third pass, he'll give us a moment to run. Trying it again. Is he coming back around? Yeah, he is. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll just give him a moment of peace, and maybe he'll calm down and stop bugging us on the bridge. Okay, let's just wait. Like, if we stand back here... Oh, he's going to continue doing it. Oh, no. Okay, he's gone. I think that was his signal. When he does that, that means he's done tormenting you for the time being. Oh, jeez. I still want to move my asp real quick, you know, on this bridge, just in case the dragon does decide to come back. Certainly would not put it past him. There are some real quirky things sort of planted throughout these games. Now that I am going to pull this lever here, we can breathe another sigh of relief, because now, once again, it doesn't really matter if I die. As you'll see in a second, this lever lifting this monstrous gate, and you can peer in the distance there, very large blob-like, and this creature shoots out a scraping spear, is what it's called, to you know, to introduce himself. Scraping spear can be made with the soul of the boss that we're going to be fighting in a moment. Apparently it's good for PvP because it actually, like, it scrapes their equipment. It damages the durability on the equipment, so you can break their gear during the fight, which would be pretty entertaining, I guess. Never really got to try it, and I have a feeling that the Demon Souls servers are now down. I know that they were supposed to go down, and then they didn't, but I'm not really sure what the status is on them now, to be honest. Okay. We picked up some Turpentine back there. Ooh, I almost fell off there. That would have been disastrous. Oh, okay. 2 for 1. It's always good. You'll want to roll behind, you know, this guy. With a few extra rolls, you can sort of push him out of the way. Not able to one-shot him with my light attack. Turpentine is very good against these mini Phalanx, and, well, the larger one as well. Few extra souls. Gonna get behind this guy. Let's see if an R2 attack... No, still not doing quite enough damage. Now, the R2 with a halberd kind of does a nice 360 motion with the weapon, and, well, I'm not sure if you can actually hit the same target twice with it, or if it's just for, like, a larger area of swing, but no matter. You can farm those Phalanx as well, those mini ones, for some upgrading shards if you really need to. Okay, we've cleared 1-1. I've shown you most zones. I, you know, grabbed some of the treasure. There's a lot of treasure that you can see down there, and I want to point this out to everyone now. There's a whole bunch of yellow there in the distance. You can see in that sort of valley. You can also see... Oh, shoot. You can also see down there a little blue sort of twinkling thing to the top right of the yellow. So that's a crystal lizard. When you have pure white or pure black world tendency, you can get down there, and then through this door right there at my head is the Executioner Meralda. It's a very tough Black Phantom NPC you have to fight. And I originally thought that I wanted to shift this world tendency to pure white like ASAP and then do those events, but honestly, Meralda's really tough. I guess I could try, though. We'll see maybe a bit later. We're going to now need to put on the Turpentine, and I'm going to show you guys a quick massacre of this boss. Alright, let's just go right through the fog. So the Phalanx is actually most difficult at the very beginning. We're going to just... Oh, shoot. Oh, I've got myself in a bit of a bad position already. We're going to just sort of get to the back of it. Okay, behind this beam here. Let's put on the Turpentine. Take a little extra grass. Now, watch. Here we go. Let's see how many I can hit at once. Oh, I don't want to get... You know what, guys? I'm worried. We're going to back off. Let's take a quick heal. And I'm going to be using these R2s, trying to hit as many of them as I can at once. Oh, but now I'm at the front of it. I got to get to the back once again. Let's be a little bit more methodical with our execution here. Okay. Taking a heal wide open, but that's okay. There we go. Doing some bit better damage. We've got him now trying to move away from us. So I'm just going to kill off some of these extra ones as well. I'm still, admittedly, quite concerned about my health. Oh no. Let's back up. We've done a bit more damage. Okay, why don't we take a look at like the second, well, just another really popular strategy for this boss, and that's just using these fire bombs. Target the phalanxes that are sort of in the middle, because there is a little bit of splash on the fire bombs. So you don't want to be just hitting one of them. If possible, you can get at least 2 or 3. Okay. I've kind of spent a lot of these ones now, but we've gotten rid of a lot of these mini helpers as well. Why don't we go back to the Turpentine? And yeah, sort of like I mentioned before, it does get a little bit easier as you whittle down the numbers. Watch me die right now would be just awful. Okay, our halberd's still on fire. Let's see if we can get a bit more damage in. Get to the back of him again. We've got any ones that are turned around. I mean, I thought it would be obvious at this point, but you gotta, of course, not hit the shield. Like, you want to get behind them for maximum damage. But if you're, using a fire weapon, even hitting them on the shield can be pretty helpful. And you'll see in just a moment here a completely defenseless, cowering phalanx. He has no minions left at all. And, yeah, unfortunately for him, I'm going to have to embarrass him with a punch. Oh. With a punch. Oh. Nice uppercut there to finish him off. We've destroyed the demon. And we've revived. So we've got, of course, our sort of humanity back. There's like soul form and then human form. I've already discussed some of the benefits of that. So we're in human form now, but again, we don't want to screw up the world tendency for this world. There's the lead demon soul. You can turn that into the spear. The scraping spear I mentioned earlier. So what our best bet is, if we want to stay white, we got to actually kill ourselves off in the Nexus so that we don't die, because we don't die in human form in 1-2. And I guess we're going to do 1-2 next, and then I think I want to do 3-1. But I guess that's not for another couple episodes. So we're back at the Nexus now, and we're past sort of your first hump in Demon Souls. This is, of course, the
Monumental awaits the above.
She's like the... I don't know, she's got all the soul power. She's a soul keeper, and she can bestow some of that soul power onto us. After we finish this task she's mentioned. Of course, this is to go visit the Monumental up above. I do have almost 5,000 souls, and one thing I do want to do is just, I mean, I want to do as much of this as I can, during the recording. Let's just actually really quickly fit this in using 200 souls. Oh, maybe I can't even do it yet. Even if I talk to him a few times, he will not talk to me. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't have... Okay, it's because I'm not, like, sorcery man yet to be honest. That guy's a sorcerer. He can sell sorceries, and I don't know, maybe he'll only help you out if you have a certain stat for intelligence. Like my faith is really high because I'm a temple knight. Maybe I need higher intelligence to talk to him. Maybe I just need like a catalyst. Actually, you know what? You don't need a catalyst. It must be intelligence. So maybe we'll do something about that soon. I wanted to get the enchant weapon from him. Such a useful buff. Grab enchant weapon from him for 5,000 souls, and it makes you do a lot more damage. Like, I don't know, 50% more damage. It's pretty crazy. Lasts a long time, and it's very helpful. And I wanted to show that to you guys, but I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit. Now we're up here with the Monumental. I'm just going to skip through the dialogue. There is a sort of short cutscene here that wouldn't really be fitting to include in this video. And of course now we've unlocked those Archstones. Of course we're going to accept the mission. The only difference if you say no is like it affects the availability of a ring from later on. Like you can't get a ring or something. Kind of well, actually I'm not sure how important the ring is, so I'm not sure if it's a big deal or not. Regardless, I think it's cool how there are just different chat options and you know, simple answers like yes or no to these lore questions can actually, you know, affect things in the game. I guess that's kind of standard for RPGs, but I don't know. I find in Souls games a lot of it's kind of unexpected, and there's like a different ways you can go about things. I'm not explaining this piece very well. That's why we're going to move on and just mention that, I mean, you can head up here and go to the Pantheon, which is for multiplayer, but once again, multiplayer is kind of on lockdown, it seems. I guess they're getting, you know, prepped for this big PC launch, and they've got Dark Souls now, so yeah, there's not as much support for Demon Souls, and there really isn't multiplayer. But up there, way up high in the Pantheon, are all like the leaderboards, you know, covering, you know, Black Phantom kills and invasions and co-op stuff. NPCs will show up at this portion later. I did want a suicide, but I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to not do that. Maybe I'm just going to not have to die. It's better to play in human form as well. So now that we've gone up and talked to the Monumental, we're now back here with this, you know, with the Soul Keeper here. Okay, the Maiden, I guess we can call her.
What is it? Dost thou seek soul?
Of course I seek soul power. This isn't prepare to die. I actually am allowed to level up in this series. And yeah, with a good chunk of souls, we can, I suppose, test my theory. And oh yeah, you know what? Let's get it intelligence from 8 to 10. And now I can actually have a spell. So that kind of all makes sense. Well, actually, I haven't even tested it yet. Let's actually go and talk to this guy. What do you want, Brute? Oh, he's still... Come on, man. I've invested heavily in intelligence. I have, you know, enough spell memory for one of your stupid spells, and he doesn't want to teach me. Well, fine. He can be like that. I'll have to sort of figure out why that is, and I guess we'll return to that soon. I'm just going to spend the rest of these souls. You can pretty much never go wrong with endurance. Vitality's always pretty much good as well. We'll probably be focusing quite a bit on strength, and I suppose one more point to spend. Let's do it in endurance as well. So now we've spent what we've wanted. We're ready to tackle 1-2, which is the Phalanx Archstone. That's where we're going to start the next episode. I want to start all these episodes in the series with action, just sort of jumping right into what we need to do, which is why I'm sort of doing all of this extra stuff here and now, so that we'll be good to go next time. Hopefully we'll be well enough equipped to clear out 1-2. The boss might be a little bit tough if I don't have an upgraded weapon at all. There's definitely quite a bit of loot that I want to show you guys in 1-2. in this upcoming zone in the next video, episode 2 of our Demon Souls game guide here. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. If I knew how to do gestures, I would do a bow or a wave or something. But, yeah, unfortunately, we'll just have to settle for this little halberd spear waddle with the, you know, half moonwalk thing going on. Guys, I don't know what's even going on with the conclusion of this video, so let's just call it here. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Hunter SC. See you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.